Okay, so just remind me again what it is you would like to do to begin with today.
I just want to warm up on the sort of, like getting started, and when I come across other cars and things, sort of
Okay,
knowing what to do and in good time, and not just being tempted to brake.
good.
That is the first thing that seems to come through my mind still at the moment. When I come across something else, I just am like, that's
Survival instinct.
yeah.
It's understandable. Well, I'd rather we did that than we didn't. Okay, so let's imagine we're driving along this road. All the parked cars are on our side of the road.
Yeah.
And somebody comes in the opposite direction. So what is the right thing to do?
Because it's on our side, technically I should be, if there is somewhere that I can either stop, if I can see them coming at the top and there's all parked cars, to stop before I pull out onto their side, or if I'm already there and there's somewhere to tuck in.
Yeah. Ideally, how far, let's imagine there's somebody coming along and we're coming up towards this car, how far back from this car in front would be an ideal distance for you to stop, if you have to stop?
Probably about another car, because you want to give yourself enough room to be able to then pull back out again easily.
Okay. So in terms of car lengths,
about one more car length.
yeah, I'd say a minimum of one, if possible, two. And as you say, the further back you are, the easier it is to put out again. Are we necessarily going to have to stop?
No.
So what's the alternative if we don't? What we're going to do if we want to try not to stop? Let's say there's only one car coming along.
Put your foot on the clutch and just slow down to.
What does putting your foot on the clutch actually mean? What do you?
Right the way down.
Will you be braking before that or not?
Depends how fast you're going, I suppose, but a little bit to slow yourself down.
So what sort of speed would you be going at if you put the clutch down first before the brake?
Like 10 or below.
So we're talking about quite slow. Yeah, absolutely. Great. That's what I wanted to. So just in your mind, you know what order of things you can do things, and it's not always brake first. Yeah. So we'll wander around here, see what we can find in terms of that. In terms of turning left and right, just let's refresh the routine that you're going to do. When we get to the end of the road here, we'll turn left. So what's the routine going to be for turning left?
So you want to look and see if there's anyone behind you, because you're sort of you're going to start slowing down, so you want to know if there's somebody that needs to know what you're doing.
Right.
And then you want to indicate when you're sort of getting up to, and then you're looking to see what's coming either way. You want to slow down, but not to a complete stop, because if you can go, then you can still carry on going. But you want to be at a safe speed to be able to see and be able to stop fast enough if something does suddenly come around the corner or something like that.
So slowing down might also involve what else?
Braking a little bit. Putting your foot.
Anything else?
A slower gear.
Yeah. Great. Yes. Just one question I've got there. Which mirror or mirrors are you checking to turn left?
So you're checking this one right behind you.
Yeah.
And
well, if we're going to choose one of them, there's a 50-50 chance. Which one do you think is the more relevant one for turning left?
The left one.
Correct. Why? What will you see here that you possibly won't see there?
You'd maybe see like a bicycle or something that was like right up behind you that you might then end up getting into them.
Are we likely to need to swing out to the right before we turn left?
At this want.
At most junctions.
A little bit, if there's things parked, and you need to be able to,
okay.
to see.
I always tell when I get asked a poor question. Let's imagine there's absolutely nothing parked, because you're probably looking down the end of the road now, aren't you?
Yeah.
At that red car. Okay, well done. Let's imagine we were turning left without anything parked on our side of the road. Would we need to go over to the right-hand side before we turned left?
No.
No, most times we wouldn't need to. Turning into Pavilion Place, a lorry, because I imagine that's the back of the court, isn't it?
Yeah.
Crown Court there, so they bring the offenders in and out there in some pretty large vans, I'd imagine. Now, almost certainly, if they were coming from Southgate Hotel way, they'll have to pull out onto the right to turn there, because they'll never get in there. So some vehicles will do that, and sometimes you will as well. Yeah, but generally speaking, that side is not going to be that relevant. Good. Right.